have chosen, as the next segment we do, to be about my coffee date yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. What would you like to know?
Well, you did go on it, right?
Why do you ask?
Well, because I was at a coffee shop and a girl got stood up. And it was so, she was pretty cute, but through overhearing the situation, I realized she was supposed to meet somebody. They never came. And I thought, oh my goodness, is this Bobby's date? Is this Bobby's date? And he just stood her up, got cold feet or something. Or
First of all, is that my personality?
Definitely not. That's why ultimately I knew that it wasn't your date.
Did you get her Instagram name?
I thought, no.
Oh.
I should have, though.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What if that's how
and we get $500 or something if we find you.
Oh, don't
dates.
get me started on that, because Raymundo he said this before we get to the coffee date. Let me say this. I said something a couple weeks ago. I said, hey, there's a bounty out.
Yeah.
If you find someone and I go on 3 dates with them, the bounty's $500. Now, if I get 2 dates, I'm not kind of feeling it, I won't do it because I don't want to pay the money. However, if I really want to go out again, I'll happily do it. Because 3 dates, you're starting to go, all right, this could be something.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if I could find this girl.
Well, Raymundo found somebody. Do you guys want to hear about that later?
Yes.
Yeah?
No.
Or do you want to take? Oh boy. Or do you want to take it to the post show? We can do it on the real show.
We can do the real show.
Real show.
Later.
I forgot about the bounty. Otherwise,
But why
I would have
not
swooped
what about
in.
the friendship?
I would have swooped in and been like, oh, I'm sorry, you have a broken heart right now. But in the spirit of Pimp and Joy, did pay for her coffee, but she doesn't know that. But maybe she's listening.
Oh wait, so she was by herself. So you said I'll take care of her.
She got stood up, so we were like, man, should we take care of her? She ended up having coffee and eating alone, so we ended up taking care of it because it was a sit down
good
coffee
for you
place.
guys.
It wasn't you pay at the bar.
Who are you with?
My dad.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
wow. Look at you guys. I did go. I did show up and on time.
Okay, and how was it?
Well, it was quick. I get about 30 minutes. That was the parameters
That's
from
it?
beginning to end.
What?
What?
Okay.
We both had stuff to do.
What in the world did
Wow.
y'all talk about?
Not a lot.
Hi.
30 minutes is enough time
Enough for what?
to see if you want to go on a real date.
Okay.
'Cause
Y'all
you-
had 30. Wow. Did you like that she only had 30 minutes? Did that turn you on?
It's time
was
of day.
busy.
And then out.
Both of us were pretty busy.
Uh-huh.
And I had, in my calendar, I had about 45 minutes, and I think she had around that too. And I was like, cool, let's go. And walked in. The weirdest thing about meeting somebody at a coffee shop, friend that you don't really know that well, or a date, is you have to go stand in line and get the coffee together. So it's a
Yes.
weird standing there. You just stand there and wait to get. That's just a whole weird situation. But it was pretty good. I went in, we sat. It was packed. Who knew? And then put our bags down, and it was good.
Well, so in the 30 minutes, did you determine whether or not you would like to spend an hour with her at some point?
Good question.
Yeah, I think probably so. I mean, it was quick, but I would say yes. I would go on a real date. Yes.
Okay. Because I had a list of questions because I read this article about how there's certain things you should communicate about or discuss, when you're on a date with somebody, but not.
Okay. Ask me
I
these
was going to see
questions.
if y'all
What-
talked about these
what
things,
hap-
but clearly you didn't because you had
30 minutes is a lot of time. I'll say this too, that I felt like I was doing a lot of the asking the questions on
which is good.
probably 90% of it. So I don't know if she just wasn't feeling me, or if I just walk into a place and go, well, I'm gonna treat this like an interview and just ask questions. Because Morgan number 2 went on a date recently, and the dude was talking about himself the whole time.
Yeah, you're better off to ask questions and listen.
So I'm just hammering with questions. I'm just a curious
Like,
person
where'd you grow
anyway.
up?
Yeah, all that stuff.
What's your family like?
Where'd you grow up? What was school? Why are you
What'd you
doing this
major in?
now? Yeah, not a ton of school, but a little bit of school to talk about. But yeah, so I did a lot of questions. Probably 23 minutes of 30 with me asking questions.
You didn't say so how do you prefer to communicate?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But
What about,
wait, are these questions?
these are questions that should be discussed if you're on a date, okay?
So you're gonna ask me these questions?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So how do you prefer to communicate?
Text.
Okay.
Is that an answer?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Text and FaceTime,
It's what you do.
and then occasionally in person. Go ahead.
So regardless of your actual age, do you consider yourself an adult?
Ooh, good question, date. I would say, in some ways, I had to grow up and be an adult at age 11, because about 11 I had to start taking care of myself, food, school clothes, However, there are parts of me that I would say still 11, like 11 or 12. So parts of me had to grow up really quick because I didn't have the greatest upbringing. But parts of me are still very Peter Pan.
Yeah, but you're responsible.
Oh,
like you
super
pay your
responsible.
bills.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Put gas in your car.
All that. Yeah.
You adult. Okay. See, I just feel like with that one question, I learned so much about you.
Thank you, Date. What else?
Yeah. So, what piece of advice would you give your younger self? Date.
Great question, Date. I would say to my younger self that nothing worth having will come easy to you at all. Like anything that is substantial that you are going to do for others or achieve is going to be really hard. And that's the stuff that's worth it. Like nothing is easy that is awesome. So, and to remember that, because sometimes you're just going to be like, why can't I get something easy? That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Because anything that comes to you quick is going to be taken away quick too. So that's it. You got to work hard for everything, but it's so worth it when you get it. Take that.
I'm so motivated by my date.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of motivation, if you had to name your greatest motivation in life, what would it be?
My greatest motivation, probably to help others that went through similar circumstances and come from similar situations as myself. So I think that's probably my greatest motivation. And also to get a girlfriend. 1, 2.
Cool. Well,
This has been a good date. My time's up.
maybe after this, you might get a girlfriend. I'd like to go out again.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it so much.
Y'all still role playing right now?
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Just check it.
Yeah. I mean, but if people take note, those are questions that should be discussed if you're considering like entering a relationship with somebody.
Thank you for the questions. I appreciate that. It was good. It was good yesterday.
So the vibe is, when are we going to know? How are we?
I don't know.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
When's the next date?
Have y'all communicated since you left your 30-minute date? Like nothing like last night before bed, like, hey, great hanging out with you today? Okay, you're not into it.
Why would I do that?
Because
The day of a day.
Because
I was so
to
busy.
the day of a date to
Amy,
follow
I'm
up and
telling
say
you,
you had a good time? What? Why would you do that?
Why would I do that?
Guys,
Morgan,
why would he do
Amy,
that?
no.
The day of, would I hit her up and be like, that was a great date?
You know, I didn't say you had to say that.
Relax. Let's talk to Morgan number 2
Okay,
who's
yeah,
also
Morgan
dating
number
and
2.
single.
How, if you had a good time on a coffee date with Guy and before bed he hit you up
Before
like, hey,
bed?
or whatever.
What's wrong with you?
Night.
Because you're so busy
but
before
go ahead.
bed.
Preface,
No,
she's kinda
everyone
like
stop talking.
She's kind
I
of like
asked
a dude.
Hey, stop talking. Ask Morgan number 2. All you married people that have been married for 10 years. Go ahead,
Okay.
Morgan number 2.
Well, I'm not like a dude.
Kind of.
And yes, I would appreciate a text if you had a good time with me.
Nah,
That would
crap.
be great.
Boom.
But I'll
doesn't ring-
take her. I'll take her hate. You are just sitting here
How
ready
is
to
that
pounce on
hate?
me.
How is that hate? No, I simply.
You just asked me a bunch of weird questions on our date, and now you're pouncing on me.
No, that was I'm back to me again.
Oh.
This is me.
Oh, go ahead.
And it's not a weird question. I just was saying, like, has there been any follow-up?
No,
Any communication?
Thank you for asking. I probably messed up by not, but no, I was at CMT Awards all night, and then I was like, you know what? I won't text her the day of.
Yeah, it seems like desperate.
So,
Probably had a
like,
little too
today,
much.
like, good morning.
Amy,
Oh,
your stuff is so
that's pretty
creepy.
good, though.
Send her a text right now that says good morning and like the sun emoji.
Okay,
Or something.
Coming
And
up,
a coffee cup.
Amy's Tell Me Something Good.
Bobby Bones Show.